Hey, Flosstube friends, how are you? I missed you. If we haven't met yet, my name is Daleen, and this is my channel where I talk about cross-stitch and sewing and quilting and my grandbabies and food, always food, and what I'm grateful for. So thanks a lot for stopping by. Today is Friday, October 30th, and I have treats. Okay, first of all, I made apple cider, homemade apple cider. And then, I'll put that down, I made apple cider donuts. I know, they're so fluffy and flaky. Okay, they're sugar-free, gluten-free, no dairy, the whole deal, all of it. And, oh, they're so good. And they have apple pie spice on the outside and the inside. And then, if you don't like donuts, I made Butterfinger bites. Again, no sugar, no gluten, blah, blah, blah. It's delicious. It's that time of year. We need to have treats. Okay, I don't know how long I'm going to last with this. Okay, when my kids were little, they were learning about all kinds of Greek mythology or this or that. And one of the little ones said, "Hey, Medusa Mom, that's you. Your hair looks like that." So I've carved Medusa pumpkin. I wear... this, yeah, I have a bicycle helmet with snakes and curls and things on it because sometimes my hair can be a little bit wild. So we'll see how long this lasts. So anyway, how you been? I hope you've been doing good. Let's see. Why don't we get right into it? Oh, I got to go on vacation. I know. That's pretty neat. We went 2,620 miles to see my grandbabies. Yay! The boys are so big and doing so well. Gosh, I saw a rafter of wild turkeys, a dazzle of zebras, a congregation of egrets. So we kept track of things. We played license plate bingo on the way home. We saw 30 different license plates. So people are out there traveling and visiting their grandbabies and hugging their kids, and it's a good thing. It was really, really a good vacation. It was so fun, and the beach and a boat ride, and got to play Hungry Hungry Hippo, which I won one game. Just adding to my resume. That was like 1 out of 19 games of Hungry Hungry Hippo. But anyway, it was good. It was really good. Okay, before we get started, we need a couple people need our help. We need a little bit of prayer and good wishes and sending good karma to our friend Jeanette Jabber. Her dad's not doing so well, so she could use a little boost, a little help from her friends. And my friend Stacy, the 911 stitcher, sadly, her dog, a beautiful shepherd dog, Monkey, passed away. And so, you know, she could use a hug. She could use a card. She could use a postcard. Send her an email or a text message. Yeah, we're in this together. All of us need to help and take care of each other. So we got 2 friends. We got the call. We got to help out. So, and they will appreciate all of our hugs and good wishes and good karma. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. I feel a little discombobulated. I don't know. I had a great vacation, but then it's taken me a while to get back into things. So I have my notes, and I don't know how long my Medusa Mom thing is going to last. I don't want anyone, to have a seizure or something from watching the flashing lights. Anyway, okay, let's talk about a previous finish. I have this one. This one is Coffee Saves Lives. I did it in March 2019. It's a pattern by Heartstring Samplery, Beth Twist. And let me see if I can get a little closer for you. I love doing it. It was so much fun. Oh, and this is the one where I put a picture of myself on the back of it. So, and I have the little label. I think that's from Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb. And I write down all the info on it. But once in a while, I have a picture taken of myself with a piece, and I just glue it on the back. And that way, when somebody finds it at Goodwill or in their homes, they might be able to see a picture of me, the person who stitched it. So I don't do it every time, but once in a while, it would be kind of fun if somebody found a clue of who stitched it many years ago. Hey, speaking of coffee, I love stitching at night. And round about 9:30, I just want a cup of coffee. And that's probably not a good idea, because you know what would happen. I would be up all night. And I just said out loud, wouldn't it be cool if somebody invented tea that tasted like coffee and not tea? And then I went on Amazon the next day. Look what I found. I found tea that tastes like coffee, and it's actually good for you. All that dandelion root is good for your thyroid, and blah blah blah. They have, this one was a sample packet that I tried. There's 6 different. They come 2 for each one. So far I've tried the dark roast, caramel nut, and coconut. So they have mocha mint, iced chai, and turmeric. So so far I love the dark roast. It tasted like coffee. I was so happy, and just to have that little cup of something at 9:30 at night, it was yay. I was really happy, but this is my first one I've ever tried. So anybody out there that knows of the magical tea that tastes like coffee, put the comment below and we'll all learn together. So what's this company called? Teecino. Teecino. Anyway, okay. I don't know if I can do this. It's kind of giving me a little bit of a headache. Okay, wow, that's a lot going on there. Thank you for bearing with me here for a minute. Okay, anyway, that the tea was really, really good. I think you're gonna really love it. It was just so soothing and delicious. If you like coffee, I mean, if you like tea, you got a million teas you can try. So there you go. All right. Anyway, I loved it. So far, I mean, I've only had 3, so I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, I have a fully framed, fully finished piece. I know, shocking. The Noel Sampler came back from the framer. I'm super happy. Let's see if we can get a little closer so you can see some of those letters. This particular piece was a kit that I bought from the Country Sampler in Wisconsin. And I finished this last year, but I wanted it framed for this Christmas. So I got to pick it up. I'm so happy. I love that red house. I love the border, that it's different all around. Okay, I don't know if this was such a good idea. I can see this flashing on the side here. So let me put that little piece of paper back in there. Ah, sweet relief. Okay, it's funny and it's cute, but it's a little bit driving me crazy. Okay, now my hair is going to be kind of weird. Okay, I don't know how to edit. I'm not going to edit. So, Okay, don't touch my hair. Let's just move forward. Okay, what am I working on? I am working on Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring. When I came back from vacation, I was having a hard time getting back into stitching. I was a little bit frustrated, and I went for several days, maybe 10, 12 days without stitching, and I just didn't find anything that I liked. And I mean, maybe I was mad that I had to leave my grandbabies, and I don't know. I ended up doing lots of physical labor out in the garden. The garden is almost ready for winter. I have 42 garlic bulbs planted. I have onions planted. I have daffodils. So I have lots of things that are ready for the spring, but the garden is pretty much put to sleep for the winter. So a few more coatings of crushed up leaves and things to cover the beds, but other than that, so that was good. So I haven't really done that much stitching, but anyway, this one made me pretty happy. I worked some more on the border at the bottom, and it's a real beautiful piece. It makes me really happy to work on it. I love that little satin stitch at the bottom of the house. Love the dog, of course I do. Anyway, it's really going well. Let me tell you who did that one. That is Blackbird Design. I'm kind of jumping around here. Sorry. Blackbird Design. Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring. I'll just keep going with what I'm working on. Sorry, I kind of missed some other things. I'll come back to it. Okay, so I'm working on Merrily Merrily We Welcome Spring and the Isabella Johnstone sampler that I started over. Okay. Alright, so this is the one that I cut up and made the little needle book. I just didn't like the way it was showing up on the fabric, and I still like the pattern. So, okay, so this pattern, this border is the trickiest border I have ever stitched. Okay, so some are 5 between, some are 6, some are 7, some are 8, some are 4. You have to really be careful when you're stitching this border. And for me, I don't normally rip things out. However, this particular border went across here and down. I had made a counting error, so I had to take it all out and try again. And then when I came around the corner down here to match it all up, I'm 1 stitch off, and it's gonna stay like that. Oh, hey, and this color and cotton thread, I wanted to tell you about it. Okay, my friend Stacy sent me some threads, and in the threads that she sent me was this color and cotton Bombay, and it's so nice. I had never stitched with color and cotton before, and it was really close to one of the colors that I'm doing in this border right here. So I just substituted it in so I could use it in my sampler. It's really lovely. Slight variegation, but it's so smooth and it just slips right through your fabric. It's really lovely. I'd never used that before. So thanks, Stacy, for letting me give it a try and see how it worked. Ooh, it's really pretty. Anyway, I never used that before, so that was kind of fun. That was kind of good. Hey, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was Cynthia Brew. Her pumpkin sal ends tomorrow. So all of us have donated different prizes and different things. Kathleen's Trodden Trail, she did the grand prize of a rug that she hooked, which is gorgeous with flowers and a pumpkin, and you have to go on Cynthia's site or watch Kathleen's latest video, and she shows it to us before she binds the edge. But I made a pumpkin project bag, a needle book, a little thread keep that looks like a pumpkin, a smaller, I made like a notions pouch, a different one, a little bit smaller. This one comes with a pumpkin. Anyway, the way you can enter is you just have to donate $5 to the Freedom Project that Cynthia is sponsoring. Her and 2 other gals, Christy Crosshatch Quilting and Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. They are hosting this sal, and it is to help combat human trafficking. So if you just donate $5, your name goes in the pot for all the prizes, and they'll be drawn tomorrow on Halloween. So we want to keep an eye out for Cynthia and her drawing and what she's doing. So it's been really nice. She's earned a lot of money. We're really proud of her. They're doing a great job. So if you get a chance, jump over there, and I'm sure she would love to have your $5 or more if you want to. So anyway, that'll be a good thing. Okay, let me tell you about something else I finished. Okay, so this is a pattern called it's called Ever So Grateful, and it's from Threadwork Primitives. Let me take it out of the bag. And this particular pattern I'm done with, so I'm going to share it with somebody. It's called Ever So Grateful. It has a sassy looking turkey on there. So I want to give it away as soon as possible so that you have time to stitch it in time for Thanksgiving. Okay, so I put it all together on this frame, and I did not put it on with magnets yet. I wanted to show you what it was. Okay, this is just a frame that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's wooden. It cost $16.99, and you know I used a coupon. And I covered one piece with velvet, made the other piece flat fold, and I'm going to put magnet washer so that it could go in here. But this way it can be just stored flat for right now. But after tomorrow, I'll get it out and display it. And then this floral piece is just a little pick that I put on there, and I just stuck it in with straight pins so that I could take it off, and then it could just be stored flat. Okay, where I store these is I just open my closet, push the clothes aside, and then I just hang up the pictures behind there for different holidays, different seasons. So all my Valentine ones are hanging up in that wall. That's where the Christmas one will hang until it's Christmas time. So it keeps all the dust off, and then I don't have to actually store it somewhere in a Rubbermaid tub or something. So there you go. Can you see that? Let me move my fingers. That's pretty good. It was really a fun piece. There's only 4 colors. So, like I said, I'm going to share this pattern with somebody else. So all you have to do is leave a comment below. And since it says ever so grateful, I might have changed a couple of letters instead of so grateful. You got to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And that'll enter you in the drawing. And I'm going to pick the winner, let's say next Friday. And then I will just comment, let you know, and then I'm going to mail it off right away so that you have time to stitch it in time for Thanksgiving. So I think it'll be kind of a fun thing. It was a really fun stitch, went super quick, lickety split. I think you'll love it. I just think you'll love it. Anyway, this was just something I found. I was going to make a pillow, and then I found that when I was at Hobby Lobby, and it kind of worked out beautifully, so I decided to use it. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, gosh, I have all kinds of notes. Look at this. I wrote, Mr. Wright grew 2 serrano pepper plants this year in the garden, and he had a total of 324 serrano peppers. Why do I put that there? That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's talk about some floss tube makers that I learned about this week, or the last couple weeks. Okay, the first pair, Heather and Jeanette, they are the Crafty Cottage Stitchers. Okay, they have great pieces. They're mom and daughter, so they work beautiful off of each other. They're really friendly and happy and kind spirit. However, get this, you're not going to believe this. Back in the 90s, I lived in Germany, and I belonged to a quilt guild there in Germany, and we met once a month. This lady right here, Janet, she was in the quilting group. Isn't it a small world? Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I love Flosstube for that. It's just so great. Oh, they have a little grandbaby that sometimes walks in there, and it's pretty funny, so it's kind of cute. But I think you'll enjoy their channel, Crafty Cottage Stitchers. And I promise I'll list the folks below in the comment section, so you can click right on it, and then it'll take you right to their Flosstube channel. Okay, the next one that that was Heather and Janet. Oh, they're from Olympia, Washington. That's like 30 minutes from me. I know, that's pretty neat. Okay, the next one is Kim, and she is the Contented Stitcher. Oh, she has really beautiful things, gorgeous stitching, lots of eye candy behind that you can see and watch, look at while she's chatting. And she does this really unique thing that I sort of love. If she's stitching a piece and she loves it, but she doesn't want to stitch the whole piece, what she does is sometimes she just stitches one motif and then she frames it. Or she stitches one part of the picture and she makes a pillow or a small frame. It really makes your brain swirl. It gives you some really great ideas of how maybe you don't want to stitch an entire sampler, but one reindeer would be really charming on a little pin pillow or something. She just really has a unique way of looking at things, and it kind of inspires you, gets your mind kind of swirling. So she's a good one to check out. Okay, and the last new floss tuber that I wanted to chat with you about, well, they're not really new. My friend told me about them. I don't know why I've missed them, but okay, their channel is called Flosstoss, one word, and their names are Sue and Rachel. And Sue is a yarn dyer, but together they make a Flosstube channel, and they cross stitch and they chat with each other. And I gotta tell you, they really have this sweet friendship that you just comes right through the computer. You can tell. It makes you smile the whole time you're listening to them. They're kind, they're silly, they're funny with one another. They are so encouraging. No matter what the other person holds up to share, the other person has something positive and kind and just genuinely encouraging to the other person. And that's what we all want in Stitchers. It's exactly what we want in our stitching friends. So if you get a chance, those are 3 good ones that I highly recommend. Oh, I wanted to show you a little present that I got. It came with another little gifty and a card, and I've gotten some really lovely cards, so thank you so much for those. And I did ask permission if I could show this. My friend Jackie, she made this little pillow. Grateful, thankful, blessed. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is on 40 count fabric, so tiny, and the little teeny edge. And she did a little, oh, I love that plaid, and some dark green, beautiful dark saturated green color fabric. And she sent this to me. You know what it reminded me? I mean, she sent me a lovely card and had really nice things to say. I was watching Becca, one of her interviews. She did an interview with Brenda and Laura, and we all love them. And one of the questions that Becca asks is, how would your friends describe you? And for a second, it was a little awkward. It was, oh, Brenda didn't really want to talk about herself and didn't want to be boastful. And it just is a real odd question when somebody asks you. I mean, you hope your friends think you're kind and nice and all those things. But she said, how about if I talk about Laura and Laura talks about me? And I got to tell you, it was one of the best parts of the interview. It is my favorite of all of the interviews that Becca, Sambrie Stitches, has done. I loved those 2 girls talking about each other. And I wanted to talk to you about Jackie. She watches my Flosstube. That's how we met. And I'm going to talk about her. And I just think if each one of us did a Flosstube video and talked about our friends and what the qualities we love about them, think about how many people we could talk about good things and share really great things and spread a little more kindness. So I'm going to talk to you about my friend Jackie. So obviously you already know she's extremely talented. She's also a knitter, so she's really talented, knitting, cross stitching, but she's kind. She's generous, obviously, very generous. She's thoughtful. She has a really open mind, which I love that. She's a great listener. I talk way too long when we're on the phone or Zoom or what have you. She kind of brings out the best in me. You know those people that when you play Scrabble, you got to bring your A game? She's smart. She's one of those people that you want to bring your A game. You want to share something. You want to share a recipe or a new technique or something that you learned. And I am so grateful that through Flosstube, I've gotten to meet new friends and really, really lovely people. So that's how I describe my friend Jackie. So mwah, I'm so glad I met you, Jackie. You make my life so much better. So thanks. Okay. I went shopping. I got a little bit of shopping. I don't hardly ever do that, so I thought I would share it with you. Oh, I should probably take it out of the bag so it's not glaring back. Christy from Crosshatch Quilting, or Quilts, she has a quilt behind her on the wall, and it is a Spool Quartet. And this pattern is from Fig Tree and Company. And she did her pattern all in Halloween colors. And it's really charming, and it caught my eye, and I had to stop the video and go buy the pattern. And I chose some beautiful reds and some aquas and some gorgeous florals, and so I'm going to be making that quilt wall hanging. I hope to have that hanging on in my sewing room. I just loved it. I love the simplicity of it, and I think it might be something that I put together put it in a special box, and then when those dark, dreary days are upon us in the winter time, it might be something I could go and work on that through the winter time. So I'm real excited about that one. That should be good. Okay, and also I bought 2 patterns. Okay, this one, Janet Jabber, she suggested that we all go to House of Stitches. And it is, I think, a local needlework shop to her about 2 hours away. It is called House of Stitches, and it is in LaPorte, Indiana. And I purchased this, I bought some threads, and then I purchased this pattern from Summer House Stitchworks, The Gift Keeps Giving. And it has 3 patterns on it. You can do a little pin keep, top of a drum, and a red sampler. I really loved it, and the service was so quick. And let's see, the gal's name is Jackie. It says, "Stay safe and be well, Jackie." So it came lickety split. All of the threads were correct. She sent me a message to say my order was on its way, and I had it so quickly, so I was really, really happy. Okay, the other pattern I got, I learned about when I was watching Pam and Steph, and they work with Twin Peak primitives, and so then each week they tell you about a pattern that they've chosen, and then you get a percentage off. I can't quite remember. It's either 10 or 20%. And so you can download it right then, or you can order it through a brick and mortar shop, and then they mail it to you. But the pattern that I chose was One Nation Under God, and they have it in parentheses. It's called Liberty. And the people that designed this, Twin Peak Primitives, are from the Netherlands. That's where their shop is. So it's so wonderful. Look at that beautiful house and that eagle, and I just fell in love. I love the colors. I fell in love with it. I just thought it was so lovely. There's just so many little motifs. There's butterflies or moths. There's some swans. There's a little lady, a little man. There's all kinds of things. Hearts, flags. I just really, really loved it. It definitely is on my radar for something that I want to stitch. I think it'll be good. I'm looking at this top. Okay. This is the funniest little top. Okay, first of all, I don't know who the people are that are wearing these clothes I had to stitch it 5 inches closed. That's how low and showy the top was before. So I just slipped it shut 5 inches. And then my friend Valerie, she saw me on Instagram. I wore this when I met my friend Stacy when I was on vacation. I got to have breakfast with Stacy, the 911 stitcher, and her husband, and her beautiful shepherd monkey. And my husband got to go. It was so fun. It took us about a month to figure out all the logistics of it, and it was worth every single second. I got to hug her, we got to chat and talk, and we talked nonstop except for a minute when she winked at me, and I listened and looked, and the husbands were talking and chatting about golf and it made me so happy that the husbands got along. So anyway, I wore this blouse, and then my friend Valerie, she said, "Oh, I bought the same blouse." So it's just a lot of fabric. It's a big, huge thing. I just feel like it's lots of, kind of like a puffy shirt on Seinfeld. I don't know. Anyway, it's really fun. It's cute, but it's slightly inappropriate for me, so I had to stitch it up a little bit. Okay, I'm cutting it to the end. I'm going to tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my grandbabies. They were so fun. It was so fun to see them, and Papa Bruce bought ice cream before dinner, and we got to go to the beach and the playground, and we played Paw Patrol board game. We played Hungry Hungry Hippo and Legos, and we colored. It was just the best. It did my heart and soul so much good. It made me so happy. Okay, what am I grateful for besides my grandbabies? And our granddaughters live in Alabama, and they had a little bit of a tornado come through there, so they had a little bit of roof damage, door damage, but they're doing okay. So the wildfire smoke in California for those grandbabies, the tornadoes, the hurricane coming to Alabama. I've been spending a lot of time praying for my grandbabies, I tell you. Okay, I'm grateful for my watercolor painting. It's going well. I'm not going to show you all my... I'll show you next week, but or next time I do a video. So anyway, it's going well. Thank you. I am grateful for light bulbs. That's right, light bulbs. Look at that. It's a regular light bulb. Wait, no, it's not. These light bulbs, I love, love, love them. Okay, here's the thing. Comes 2 in a package, about $14, $15, I think. It's on Amazon. I'll link it below so that you can see it. And it doesn't have any blue lights. It blocks out that blue light so that you can lay in bed and read or stitch, whatever. You can still see everything just fine for that last, 60, 90 minutes before you turn out the lights and go to bed. And you stay asleep all night. You don't wake up at 3 a.m. It helps us just totally calm down and relax, and all those blue lights from like a computer screen or what have you. Yeah, this is what has been helping me sleep through the night beautifully. So it made me so happy. I'm so grateful for these miracle LED light bulbs. That's my promotion for today. Okay. Oh, I'm grateful for the tea that tastes like coffee. God bless the person that invented this. But if any of you know any other brands that I might want to try, definitely I will. I'll give it a try. So let me know. Let me know in the comments below. What else am I grateful for? Ooh, I'm sure you've all heard Matt and Savanna Shaw. It's a dad and daughter duo. Their latest song, Picture This, is so good. They just put out an album. Just go to YouTube. I think it's like 4-minute, maybe a 5-minute song. It will make you smile and happy. So Matt and Savanna Shaw, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It'll make you really happy. So worth your time. Ooh, one more thing I'm grateful for. Mr. Wright, he built this. He got some gutters, plastic gutters, 2 of them, hooked them together with some kind of piece, and it's a 20-foot long chute that he has fixed to the top of our porch, inside the porch, past the rocking chairs and whatnot. So he attached it to the ceiling, and it goes all the way down to the end of our sidewalk. And I put a little plastic pumpkin at the bottom, and he's going to drill that in for Halloween. And it is the perfect thing for full-size Hershey bars to come shooting down. So all the little trick-or-treaters, if they come to our house, it's all wrapped in lights so they can see it. And we'll have our pumpkins out there and some flowers. It'll be real pretty. And we get to stay way up on the porch in our rocking chairs like Granny and Grandpa, and we're just going to shoot full-size Hershey bars down the gutter that's going to go right into the bucket. So I think it'll work out really good. So I understand the folks that don't want to go out, but those that do, this way the parents won't be scared, everybody will be happy, and lots of kids will have full-size Hershey bars. So yay, nobody will be egging our house or toilet papering our house. So anyway, thanks a lot for stopping by. It's a quick one today. I wanted to come on here and say, come on over, have some cider and donuts and Butterfinger bars. There's no sugar, there's none of that bad stuff, so it's all the good stuff. We could sit around, we can stitch, we could drink some cider or have some tea. Anyway, thanks a lot for stopping. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, and we'll chat soon. Bye-bye.